will introduce the basic concept of VRP's file system and the basic operations of VRP's file system. And then, first, we will introduce the basic concept of the file system. Huawei's VRP manages the files much like the Windows or the DOS. Okay, first, the root are different devices. In the DOS or in the Windows, let's use disks, disk C, disk D, and disk E, F, and so on. But in VRPs, just use the name, such as the device flash. Okay, the flash is such like the hard disk located in the router and the switch. Okay, and others such as the SD card. SD card can insert into the routers and the switch, and then such as the U disk inserted in your Windows. Okay, SD1, SD2, and so on. This is the root, and under this root, the files are managed like a tree. Okay, this is also much like the Windows. Okay, and each are directories, and then subdirectories, and then under each directory you can store the files. Okay, then we will introduce the basic operations. First, change the directory. Change the directory, use the CD. You can change the current directory from one branch to another branch of the tree. From this to switch to this, okay, this directory. That's a CD. And then view the current directory, use the PWD. That's to view which directory am I currently located. Okay, and then use the dir. The dir just lists all the content under current directory. Okay, use dir. Such as here directory. Okay, so we can see the PWD, the working directory. Current working directory is the flash at the root of one device, the flash. And then all the content is listed on this directory. Okay, and there's another, use the more. More just like to view the content of the text. Okay, for example, the config, this is a config file. The config file is a text file. You can use the more to see what is the content, okay, saved in this file. Okay, and here, if you use the dir, list all the content under this directory, but you can see here is the attribute. The D means what? D means this is a directory. That means this is a subdirectory. You can CD into this src, the source, and then there are some other files saved in this directory. And the RW means read and write. Okay, you can read or write this directory, or read or write this file. Okay, this is some basic operations. Okay, and then another, to make a directory, that's a create a directory. That means originally there's no such directory. You can make directories, then the directory name is test. Of course, this directory is created under current working directory. Okay, so if you dir, you can see there is a new directory added into the content of current working directory. Okay, and you can also remove, that's a delete. If you use remove test, then this directory will be deleted. Okay, this is a remove. Okay, and then manipulating the file system, that's operating on the files. You can copy a file, using copy. create a new file that's the same as the original file. Okay, you can copy first name and then the new name. Okay, so after your copy, there exists the two files is the same content in the file system, and then move just move one file from one directory to another directory. That's the move. Okay, the rename just change the name of a file. For example, rename test Huawei, then you can see if you use the dir to check, then you can see under this the test is changed the name. The name is changed to Huawei. Okay, this is the name after change. This is the name before change. Okay, it's a rename. Okay, other operatings. Then the delete just delete the file, delete one file. But we should know in the VRPs there's also a recycle bin. Okay, when you delete a file, the file is not deleted completely. It's only deleted and then put into the recycle bin. You can recover it. If you did not want to recover, then you can use delete. This is the option, unreserved. Then this file will delete without putting into the recycle bin. Okay, if you only use the delete, then the file is into the recycle bin. Then you can undelete it to recover it. Okay, this is undelete. And if there's many files in the recycle bin, you can empty the recycle bin. Okay, that's the delete all the files completely. So you can use the reset recycle bin. Okay, can reset, delete. Oh, I think that's much like as we delete a file in the Windows operating system. Okay, all the deleted file put into the recycle bin. You can recover it or delete it completely. Okay, this is a delete unreserved. Unreserved means delete it completely, cannot be recovered. Okay, so this file is deleted, then this file will not appear. Okay, when you dir. And then what we operating most important is the configuration file of the system. Okay, the configuration of the system. In the Huawei's device, the configuration, there are two configurations. One is the current configuration, and another is the saved configuration. And we should know the current configuration is put in the run. That means when you power off the device, this configuration file will be deleted. Okay, will be disappear. Okay, and there's another saved configuration. Saved configuration is saved in the hard disk. Of course, the hard disk of the Huawei device is the flash. Okay, this file is saved in the flash. That means when you power off the device, this configuration file will not be deleted. Will still stored in the network device. And when you reboot the device, then the saved configuration file will put into the loading into the LAN, and then becoming the current configuration file. Just means the current configuration, when you reload a device, the current configuration file is copied from the saved configuration file. And if you change the same configuration of the current configuration file, that means you change the configuration using the terminal, using the command line interface. Then you can use the save command to save your configuration into the hard disk. Okay, so the changed configuration will be not deleted. So we first should know these tools. Okay, these two versions of the configuration file. Okay, And then if you want to check what is the configuration of current device, then you can use display current configuration. This is check the current configuration. That's the configuration stored in the RAM. Okay, stored in the RAM. And if you want to see the saved configuration, that's the configuration saved in the hard disk, then you can use the display saved configuration. Okay, this is two configuration files. Okay, maybe they are different or maybe they are the same. If you saved, then current configuration will overwrite this saved configuration. If you reboot, then the saved configuration just copied into the memory, copied into the RAM. Okay, and you can use in the saving, using saving to copy the current configuration into the saved configuration. Of course, if you're saving, you will be asked the questions. Are you sure to continue? That means the saved configuration will be overwrite. Okay, so if you're yes, then waiting, they are writing, and then the file is saved. The saved file, the saved configuration is overwrite. Okay, the original saved configuration will be disappear. Okay, and then we can save the current configuration into the saved configuration, but the saved configuration is also a file in the hard disk, in the flash. By default, the saved configuration just on the flash, there's a vrpcfg.zip, this file. If you use save, just use the save, then the current configuration file just copy into this file in the flash. Okay, of course, under save, you can save, then follow a name, for example, test.cfg, and then the current configuration is saved into the test.cfg. Okay, not saved in the vrp.zip. Okay, this is another configuration file saved in the flash. And when the device is start up, that means when the device is reload. When I reload, then what configuration file will be used? So there's parameters you can set. The startup saved configuration file and the next startup saved configuration file. That means when it's reload, which configuration will use? This is the next time, and this is the current use. You can use display startup to see these parameters. Also, the VRP's operating system also you can configure. You can upload more than one VRP versions into the flash, and then you can configure startup the operating system, then startup system software, then which software should be used. Here, use this software. Of course, you can upload a new version, then configure. You next time use another software, another file, then you can upload the device by rebooting. Okay, this is the parameters. Of course, you can change it. How to change it? Just this command. Under the user view, then use startup save the configuration, then configure the configuration file that's next time used. Okay, use next boot. Okay, then after this, if you use display startup, you can see this time use the VRP. This is the default, and next time we'll use this Huawei.zip, what you have configured. Okay, and then if you want to know, if you have configured something, then want to know what you have changed, then you can use the compare. This compare just compare the configuration of current configuration file. That's the configuration file in the memory, and then the saved configuration file. That's the configuration file in the flash. Okay, then all the difference will listed. You can know what you have changed. Okay, then cleaning the configuration file. You can use the reset saved configuration. Then the saved configuration file will be deleted. Okay, just by default, the vrpcfg.zip. Okay, vrpconfig.zip will be deleted. Then, if you reboot the device, then this device will using the default configuration file. That's the in-play configuration file. Okay, but the current configuration file, that's the configuration file in the memory. You cannot delete it. Use one command. Okay, you can only reset, delete the saved file, and then reboot to empty the current configuration. Okay. Of course, if you reset saved, then we'll ask you questions. Will be deleted. Are you sure? Then you type yes, then the configuration file will be deleted. Okay, then you can reboot. Okay. Okay, the storage device, such as the here, usually it's the flash. Okay, flash saved all the files. Okay, of course SD-RAM, it's the memory that's running the current configuration and loading the software such as the memory in our computers. Okay, NVRAM and the SD card, that's just like the USB key. Okay, USB key, and then there's another USB key. Okay, and if you want to know what type of memory and what is the capacity of each type of memory, you can use the display version to see. The SD-RAM, the size is 1 giga. Okay, 1000 mega, just 1 giga. Okay, the flash memory, that's the half giga. Okay, and then the NVRAM, that's the half mega. Okay, this is the storage types that can may be located on your device. In erasing, we have reset a saved configuration, just erasing the configuration file, and we can erasing all the storage device using what? Using format. If you format flash, then all the files in the flash will be deleted, just as you format a hard disk in your computer. Okay, all the file systems will delete. And of course, you can format SD1, then all the content in the SD1 device will be deleted. But be careful. If you delete all the files, then there's no operating system. If you delete it and reboot the network device, then this network device cannot boot. Okay, it can only start in room state. In the room state. Okay, in the room. And of course, in the room, you will appear a menu and what you want to do. I think the first you need to load the operating system, the VRP software. Okay. And then repair the storage device. You can use the fixed disk, then repair this file system. Or you can repair this file system. But this only repair the file system, cannot repair the hardware. Okay, if the hardware is wrong, okay, something error with the hardware, that's something error in the flash memory or something error in the SD1, this command cannot repair. This command can only repair the software errors, such as the file system, maybe the pointer of the file names pointing to the wrong locations, and so on. Okay, and sometimes it cannot repair the errors. So if you cannot repair, I think you can only format the file system, okay, and then upload a new version of the VRP, okay. And then we got to the end of this chapter, and there are two questions. First, what does the D in the DRWX attribute of the file system represent? We have C. If you use the dir, use the dir command, okay, then you can see many file list, okay, and in the attribute, there are DRWX. The D means this is a directory, okay, this is a directory, and R means it can read, and the W means it can write. X means what? X means it can execute, okay, can running, okay. What can a configuration file stored within the file system of device be implemented for use by the device? Within the file system of device can be implemented for use by the device. As we know, the default configuration file that is used is the VRP cfg.zip, okay? This is the default configuration file used by a network device. But if you want to use other configuration file, you can use the startup configuration file command to change the default behavior. Okay, you can start up configuration file, then the name of the file that you want to use. Then if you reboot, then this file will be used as a configuration file. And also, if you want to save the file to another name, you can save, then followed by the file name, and then the current configuration file will save to this name, to this file. Okay.